It is week 3 of the Prep Sports Report on Lakeshore Public Television tonight. Some wrestling highlights to talk about, some highlights from a couple of big boys basketball games, Wayne.
And there's a team out there that kind of held serve this weekend on 2 huge wins.
They sure did. They defended the home floor. Yeah, we'll have highlights of them, a lot more, coming up next on the Prep Sports Report. All right, it is week 3 of the Prep Sports Report. A lot of highlights to get to on a jam-packed Prep Sports Report. Let's get to some wrestling highlights out of the gate, Wayne. They've been the top boys wrestling team in Northwest Indiana this year and went on to win the DAC on Saturday as a team. Let's check out Portage coming out of the gate right here, and one of their guys who's a leading contender for a state title, and Stephen Lawrence in the red.
I remember Lawrence from last year.
He advanced deep in the state tournament. I believe he was down late here, Wayne, to Lorick, and actually had to score very late in this match in order to win. It's like a takedown right there. I think Stephen Lawrence in the black. You think Portage?
Ooh,
you think red?
Wow, nice
But he's
move.
taking on a wrestler from Crown Point. Nice reversal there. So he was down, I believe, 4-1 before he came back late, third period, and got this victory in order to win the Duneland Conference at 152. This is Portage's Ishmael Cornejo. You know how tough Portage is this year, Wayne?
How tough?
They had an invitational a couple weeks ago, and instead of sending their varsity guys, I think they sent their second unit instead.
Really?
They were going to a bigger tournament up in Michigan.
Wow. Portage is back. Huh?
Yeah, they are, with Coach Leroy Vega and the depth that they've got. This is Lucas Davidson. That was Cornejo winning at 170. Lucas Davidson at 195 from Chesterton.
And he's being looked at from some big schools, isn't he?
Yes, he is. We've got a lot of D1 wrestlers in Northwest Indiana that have already committed to wrestle in the Big Ten.
Ooh, wow.
Beautiful move there. I'm not sure who that was. Here's Alex Cucaruga from Valpo at 220. He's going to win. He was a champ over Akers from Crown Point. Cucaruga, the cousin of the outstanding Crown Point swimmer.
Oh, really?
Anna. Yeah.
Okay.
So a sports family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hannah's already a state champion in swimming. I think she may have won a state title in freshman year. We had her featured last year on Prep Sports Report. Wow, Wayne, we were talking off the air. I got a shoulder injury, and just seeing him do that to that guy, I've got a lot of pain right now.
This is our buddy Streck.
Sean Streck,
that's
who's
right.
committed to Purdue to try to play football and wrestle.
Right.
We still like Sean, even though he committed to Purdue.
Yeah, that's okay.
We'd like to try
I
to
like
turn
Sean
him
because
back.
he got 30 seconds it took him to do this.
We love Sean because he doesn't waste too much
No.
time. He rolled.
No waste on camera film.
Yeah, he rolled Murillo right there, and it got the pin. Here's your DAC champions. Congratulations to the DAC champs from this weekend. Gage Torres, who's got another outstanding shot at a state title. Dayton Schrug. We talked about Jacob Kovac is one of those guys. I believe he.
McIntosh too.
Yeah, I believe I'm going to get him. No, I think Jacob Kovac is going to Wisconsin. I think Drew Hughes from Lowell's going to Michigan State.
Oh, wow.
That's Sean Streck to Purdue. And there's a wrestler from Michigan City. I thought we were going to see him there, but I believe he just committed to a Big Ten school as well. Might have been Michigan, coming off of a great senior year as well. All right, we got some full-blown basketball. Girls, boys, doubleheader. Nothing like them for the Prep Sports Report because we can get out and shoot 2 games in the matter of an hour. So we love those DAC girls, boys, doubleheaders.
We sure do. And
especially when they're outstanding matchups like LaPorte and Chesterton.
Oh, yeah.
And
this is Chesterton in the white at home. And
Nice drive.
oh yeah, McCoy, Shannon McCoy from Chesterton, playing really well.
Chelsea Jackson off the baseline.
You know, LaPorte has a little bit better record, but Chesterton played really well in this particular game.
Haley Vale off the rebound. Let me tell you what, LaPorte could have the coach of the year out there, losing what they lost, and still have an outstanding record.
Yeah. Their tradition is excellent. But this is a big rivalry, and it's a big win for Chesterton. McCoy really played well for Chesterton all game long here.
What a job by Coach Walker from LaPorte. Lost Kubek, lost Knesny, and they still put together an outstanding team behind Jocelyn Colburn, you see there. Riley
Nice
Ott.
drive.
But Jocelyn Colburn is the one that stayed, and she's been leading the Lady Slicers.
Congratulations to her, I'll tell you. I think that's great.
Definitely.
Nice outlet pass.
Nice move for Chelsea Jackson again off the glass. This surprises me. Chesterton looks good. I believe Maribel put it to Chesterton on the girls' side last
Oh
week.
yeah, Chesterton's
very
had a
good.
500 season before. They played very well in this one.
Jenna
Nice move
Tarnowski
here.
on
Look
the
at
drive.
that. Ooh,
Yeah, you gotta like
nice
that.
fake.
Chesterton beats LaPorte
54.
48. And just as nice, let's do it twice on the boys' side, LaPorte and Chesterton, Wayne.
Hey, I'll tell you, both teams playing well. Chesterton has three really nice players, and here right off the glass for LaPorte, David Ashley had 2 points.
Jacob Weber, you've seen Chesterton
Oh,
play for 2. Jack Mullen. Chesterton had a very close game at Andrean either later this week.
Right, I think it was last night,
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
Jack Mullen from deep. Scott Cooper inside off. He was trying to pad his rebound stats there before he put that one in off the glass.
Yelski here, nice rebound coming down.
He had a Dennis Rodman move there. You know,
Look at that move, look at this.
That was a beautiful move. there.
Ray
Yagelski.
Yep.
Ben Dermody, a little post move, a little spin move. Nick Orms, somebody guard Nick.
Yes,
Okay?
yeah,
Somebody guard him.
Too much help. Wow.
Got away with the
Little
offensive
physical.
foul.
That's the Rosa right there for Chesterton Niles.
Yeah, you know, people tell me, oh, no, it was DeLosa. He's not that great a shooter, but you see him scoring points.
Hey, he played very well on Wednesday.
Ben Walker for 3. Oh, nice move off the turnaround for Ben Dermody. Dermody's got a plethora of post moves in there, huh?
That
for a little
Streeter,
guy.
remember him from
Yeah.
safety for
Yes,
the football team?
outstanding football player. There's my guy with
Oh,
the
yeah.
hairdo,
Oh, yeah,
Rice Lewis.
Lewis.
Where's Rice going to school? Has he committed yet?
No, I don't think so.
Rice has offensive game. Somebody's
does.
going to want Rice. Maybe I think all the region kids should go help.
There's DeLosa again.
Yeah, nice left hand. I think all the region guys should go D1 and go to UIC and help Luke Hackett put the
Look at
UIC
that.
back
Three.
together. Yeah, beautiful corner shot from DeLosa.
Nice win for
47-40.
Chesterton.
It was. Very nice win. They've been playing a lot of close games. Or help Drew Hackett at UIC. They're not doing too well.
Yeah.
We need to get all the region guys up at UIC, I
Right.
think. And
I
we'd have a
agree.
heck of a basketball team. We get
Yeah.
Rice Lewis up there with Drew Hackett. And,
Boy, they would.
yeah.
They should be looking at him
I think so.
right now.
He could score the basketball.
Yeah.
All right. Big showdown games. On Friday, it was a big test for Griffith. Would they stay number 1 in the Prep Sports Report poll? Let's check it out.
Boy.
Lowell had lost a tough, close game the week before. Could they close this one out? Big crowd. John Corey, who's had a big week.
He had a big week for Lowell, and so did Nick Manis. Had a good game here, but I'll tell you.
John Corey, that was Eugene German territory out there. You
I'll
know,
tell you, though, the Twins, especially Trammell, had a great weekend.
Nice scoop, Anthony Murphy there. You know, these high school coaches got to just hate Steph Curry. Don't you think?
Yeah.
As an old high school coach, don't you
Well,
think?
I used to love to see my kids shoot it. Not when they're 6'9", though.
They all think they can shoot in Steph
Oh,
Curry
yeah.
range,
Oh,
right?
yeah. That's for sure.
Hayden Monix for 2. There's a steal. Brandon Corey off the glass.
You know, we've really talked about Lowell and how excellent their program has become, and Coach Delgado has done an excellent. Look at this move. Look at that move.
That was Martin Shield?
Yeah.
Wow.
He had a couple of nice moves in this one. That was another one for him.
Scooperama.
Nice pass inside. Look at this.
Oh, the drop step.
Yeah, the drop step. You got it there.
What's up with the post?
Trammell.
The post moves. I like the post moves.
Yeah.
They're showing some old school post
Quintero
moves there.
gets one. Look at that. He looks at the crowd. I shot that one.
Anthony Quintero. You know, when he knocks down the three, it's like Troy Williams or Thomas Bryant knocking down the three, right?
I'll tell you, I was impressed this week with Griffith. Not only
Yeah,
did they
me
beat
too.
a good Lowell team, but they beat Crown Point also.
Well, state tournament experience in close games,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I agree.
I think that's a big factor for Griffith. Lowell's getting some of that big-time experience in
Right.
close games, but
Right.
you can't duplicate it when it means it in the state tournament.
Hey, they lose at Griffith, and Lowell comes back and beats Lake Central,
Yeah,
which was a big win for Lowell.
it was. It was. And in overtime on
Yep.
their home floor.
Yep.
Again, the more times they can play, and they've beefed up their schedule. They
Yes,
still
they
got
have.
Crown Point and Maryville left,
That's
so
right.
they haven't run and hid. They need to add 21st Century Charter, though, probably. they need to quit going to Caston.
Yeah,
I think
what's
around the
that?
holiday. Is that a vacation at Caston, or is that a basketball tournament at Caston? We'll have to get clarification from our buddy Joe D on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Maryville and Crown Point. We told you Thursday night that there'd be nothing Crown Point wanted more
That's right.
but to knock the undefeated Pirates off for their first loss of the season
Oh, yeah.
at Crown Point. Big, big game. Let's go to the highlights. Anthony Kennedy. You know, kudos to these guys with these post moves. You know, who says everybody wants to shoot the three? Nice move inside there.
Again with
Keneally.
Kennedy.
It's Keneally. I'm sorry.
Keneally,
I
I'm sorry,
misread that. Keneally with the two. 3 in a row for him. Here's Maryville's Marcel Cherry.
Boy,
And,
he
you know,
has. Oh,
we like the
yeah.
scoop.
Yeah.
It's not a dunk, but we like the old-time scoop layup.
There's another one right
Sasha
there.
Stefanovic, who's
Boy,
already
he had a great game.
Yeah, he's already been offered by Evansville, just a junior. Nice baseline move by our guy, Jarris Stevens. All right, you give me Jarris Stevens and Rice Lewis and Sasha Stefanovic at UIC, and I'll win some games
Yep.
with Drew Hackett. Nice move by Keneally again. Here's Jarris
Nice
Stevens.
rebound. But
You know-
boy, Crown Point just played really, really well. This is
Well,
a very
I think-
nice
I
cherry
think-
right here.
I think they didn't do a lot of this.
It was cherry
Maryville
picking.
needs to get up and down. Maryville needs to turn you over,
Right.
get up and down.
Right.
But if you have veteran ball handling like Crown Point does, and if you could eliminate a lot of the possessions, Blake Bonin there,
You got to guard Bonin outside.
yeah, I mean, you can shorten the game, and I think you need to shorten the game against Maryville.
You know, I think a lot of teams are trying to take Galen out of the mix here, not to let him
are.
score. But Stefanovic has stepped up. Bonin has stepped
They've
up.
got balance.
That's right.
We've seen them throwing it inside to Keneally. So, I mean, big win for Crown Point. They needed it bad.
Yeah, they did.
To knock off Maryville and give them their first loss of the season. Crown Point followed it up, though, by losing Saturday at Crown Point in another very close game.
Yeah, very close game.
But
That
some
was a
great
big
highlights
surprise.
by our guys there tonight for some high school basketball and wrestling. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the only polls that matter and a lot more right after this on the Prep Sports Report.
To find out more about prep basketball and other winter sports, find us on Facebook.
Watch full episodes and share your fan experience with Prep Sports Report.
We are back on the Prep Sports Report. See, we were somewhat ready that time.
Yeah, somewhat.
So, how about the players of the week? for this week in high school basketball, Wayne. We've got quite a few candidates.
Yes, we do.
We talk about Lake Central girls, and we should because they've had an outstanding year. But how about East Chicago's girls? They're having a great year as well.
They are. They really are. Janaise Bishop is having a great year. 30 points against Hanover, but she also had 28 against Morton.
Right.
Great one. And Hannah Albrecht.
Coming on.
Boy, yes. Big time. Although the Crown Point girls also lost this week. So
And a big win over Maryville.
Big win. A big win over Maryville.
Yep, definitely. Big one. Unknown player of the
we
week.
got
on the
boys
girls.
here
Oh,
for
okay,
the
boys
week.
first.
Let's go with them.
Jamel Murphy.
Boy, what a week he had. 21 points, 15 rebounds against Lowell, and he came back with 20 points and 12 rebounds against Crown Point.
And Nick Manis.
Yeah, Nick, 27 against Lake Central. Okay, and they should know better at Lake Central than a man who can shoot the ball.
And John Corey. John Corey had
Boy,
a
he
great
had a
game
good
as well.
game. Yes, he
Yeah.
did. Yes, he did. Erica McClendon for one of the unknowns, McClinton. Maryville, she had a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds versus Crown Point.
And Mary Parkman, who's that?
Right, Parkman was from, she's unknown.
Okay.
She's from Westville.
That's why I asked.
19 against Collins.
I was wondering who she was. Is that in the PCC tournament this week?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Zach Brown of La Crosse had 19 against Morgan.
Not sure
and
who
then
he is.
Cabe Elbers from
Kate
Westville.
Really?
Yes, had 19 from Hebron.
Okay.
We got some unknowns there, don't we? Not
Yeah.
anymore, they're known.
I'm not familiar with Cade's game either. So we've got some famous high school basketball players now that they have won the
Unknown.
Unknown Player of the Week. How about our top 10 for this week on the boys and the girls side?
Well, not too much of a shift. We have Boone still at number 10. And
Hammond
then,
has left the poll.
Yes, and LaPorte's dropped a little bit. Lake Central and Crown Point in there, and but the two top teams, Maryville and East Chicago.
Bowman with
still
a big
going strong.
off-the-floor acquisition this week.
Right, yeah, Bowman with a big acquisition, literally and figuratively. And the number one team is Griffith again, 13 and 0.
EC not exactly impressive.
No, they have a
They've
big
got
game against Griffith.
Yeah, Saturday at the Civic Center.
Yeah.
EC and Griffith. Remember, East Chicago beat them by 30 last year
That's
in
right.
the regular season.
Girls, we don't have much of a shift here on this. Morton's still playing well. KV had a nice win. They beat Crown Point, and so they moved up in the poll. And East Chicago had another nice win.
They had moved up over.
But boy, Lake Central still outstanding.
I still think East Chicago should be number 2 because they beat Westside in the girls' side.
Oh. Oh,
Just
okay.
a statement there.
Okay. How about the little fives for the boys?
Something to take under advisement or under consideration. All right, on the boys' side,
You've got still Morgan heading a great team right there for the boys. Bishop Knoll playing very well.
Very well.
Very well.
you know, that PCC tournament Saturday is going to be a dogfight. Some great possible matchups there. Boone and Morgan Township were already snowed out. I think the regular season game was. They're having a great year, though. Like you said, Knoll. 21st century back in the boys' little 5.
And yeah, they were. And the girls' little five, you got Oregon Davis is playing so well. Lighthouse is in that poll.
South
playing
Central
well.
had a big
Oh, yeah.
win over Hebron girls earlier this week on the girls' tournament. All right, there's our top 10s. Took us a few weeks, but Hammond's boys, after that tough outing against Morton,
Yes.
I think Devin Moore is hurt too. Is he
Is he?
playing basketball?
No, I think he's hurt. You're right.
He's banged up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, how about some side-by-sides, Wayne, as we break down the top games of this week? LC and Valpo.
Yeah, girls.
Oh, girls.
Yes, this is
All right.
girls.
I was ready to break
LC.
down the boys' game.
19-1. And Valpo is 10-6. They're 10-6 and still they can't get into the poll because everybody else has 2 or 3 losses and that's it.
Well,
but
I could see that. They haven't really had that significant a win.
no, And
get
this will
into
be a
that
big
bowl.
one for them. It's at
It
their
will
place.
be. It's at their place?
Yes.
It's not one of those beloved girls-boys doubleheaders.
No, I don't.
Because the boys
no.
are meeting at LC.
Right.
So-
Right. And I'm taking Lake Central in this one. I just really think that they're playing very well right now. Team basketball,
I think the
defense.
chemistry's very good.
I do
you
too.
know.
I
That's
really
very
do.
good. They look like they had a player on their team that was a gunner that doesn't play any defense that got hurt and is not playing anymore because their chemistry looks really good right
Yeah.
now. But I
I
don't
think you're talking about another team there. Down
I'm
south.
talking about a Big Ten team
Yeah.
that's 6-0, but
Boys.
maybe I'm not.
Boys, you've got, I really like in this one, Griffith over East Chicago. I really think that they can handle Jefferson and Cousinard.
Well,
And
you know,
you've got the Murphys, and plus you've got what?
I think Griffith's
Shell?
playing better.
Yeah,
I think the only wild card is in here is that they moved it to the Civic Center.
right. So anybody can get this one.
Yeah, but I don't see East Chicago taking that step up. I think they will as the tournament gets closer,
Yeah.
but they haven't peaked yet.
No.
And Griffith might have peaked last week, and it's going to start to churn from here on out. I
Yep.
think I'm not going to red check mark
No, you're
that
not gonna
game.
do that one?
No, I got
Okay.
others though.
All right, thanks
How
a lot.
about time for Wayne's picks? Time for Wayne's World.
All right, we'll start with the girls here, and we've got Crown Point, I think, coming back and getting a win here against Chesterton. And I like the Highland Munster game. I think that the Highland girls are playing well.
You like Morton?
I do. I like Morton on this. I think Morton. is
Big
really
game,
playing well.
Marquette and Knoll.
Yeah. That's a big one right there.
You like Morgan over Lacrosse?
And I do.
That's going to be a close one.
A real close one. I think that's a real good game.
I think so too.
I like Maryville over Portage, and really I like Michigan City to take it on the chin there.
I'm
against
going
Morton.
for my Lacrosse Lady Tigers and Miss Charlesworth
Ooh, wow, okay.
to turn the tide on Morgan Township
All
and get that upset. Okay. All right, on the boys' side.
Boys side, yeah, we've got, I like Crown Point over Chesterton to come back, and like I said, I like the Valpo, I like Central over Valpo game. That's going to be a
No,
big one.
I'm going red check mark there.
You're going with Valpo?
Trace Ramsey, I'm going
Okay.
Trace Ramsey. I'm going Connor Tenhover. He's another guy that I'd add at UIC. He'd be on my UIC team, and we'd win 20 games with Northwest Indiana.
Yeah, I
guys at
agree. He's an
UIC.
excellent player. I agree.
Trying to get Drew Hackett some teammates up there, and then we'd win 20 games. Maybe it's that. Maybe Coach Hackett would coach him too.
Well, that'd be nice.
Be an
wouldn't it?
assistant on the
Sure.
staff, and
Luke is a junior. He's
Yeah.
going to get there pretty soon, too.
yeah, I've got it all worked out for UIC.
All right.
I like Maryville too.
And I like 21st Century over Whiting.
Oh,
there.
sure.
Oh, sure.
Big win for Wheeler over Whiting
Yes.
last week.
Yes.
Coach Johnson's ball club.
Saturday, I like, Munster. I think that Lowell has too much for KV. And I like Gavitt over Hammond.
If you want to go see the region's Steph Curry, go watch 21st Century,
Yeah.
because he'll shoot it from Steph Curry range and he'll make them.
You want to see another good game is Bowman at Crown Point with the new player for Bowman.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big one. And I'm picking Crown Point.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Remember, folks, last year's leading scorer in the state, Eugene German, still in high school playing basketball in Northwest Indiana. So go check out his game. He can fill it up.
about 33 a game, I think he's averaging.
Yeah, well, you can score 41 in one game, 51 in the next. And
Yeah,
that'll
I guess that's not
that'll
bad.
help your
Yeah, not
average. That brings your average up a little.
We've got my totals 14 and 10 for the girls' total for the 2 weeks. And
I should have
then,
picked more girls' games.
Yeah, I know. And the boys was 74 and 5.
25 and 9, not bad.
I think your red check mark right now is 3 and 1.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
No.
And I had a couple snowed out.
Yes, you
so-
did. Yes, you did. Thankfully, for me.
So I got
All
one
right.
boys game and one girls game.
Okay, so
You didn't pick Hammond
Next
to win.
week.
I'm a little surprised, Seth. But-
next week, bud.
All right.
So we've got
We'll see you next Thursday night at 7. Next Thursday at 7. Right here
7.
for the Prep Sports Report on Lakeshore Public Television.
Captioning for Prep Sports Report provided by Voice to Print Captioning, LLC.